Breaking news tonight, and this one is going to hit home quite literally for millions of retirees and pensioners across the United Kingdom. The Department for Work and Pensions, better known as the DWP, has just dropped a bombshell announcement. Fresh housing regulations are on the way, and experts are already warning these changes could completely reshape how pensioners deal with property, home ownership, and even the way their pensions interact with their most valuable asset, their home. And when I say major shift, I mean it. For decades, owning your own home has been the foundation of financial security in retirement. That little terrace house, that semi-detached property, that family bungalow you worked your entire life to pay off it, wasn't just bricks and mortar, it was your safety net. But tonight, the DWP is signaling a new direction, and the implications could be life-changing. Welcome to Pensioners Power, your trusted source for everything you need to know about pensions, retirement planning, and financial wellness. Here, we cover the latest news, expert insights, and essential updates to help you maximize your retirement years. Whether it's understanding pension schemes, making the most of your savings, or staying informed about financial changes, you're in the right place. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an important update. Now, let's jump right into today's topic. Now let's pause and imagine this for a moment. You reach retirement, you've done everything right, worked hard, saved diligently, and finally paid off the mortgage. But suddenly, new regulations come in, and the value of that very home could now affect your pension, your benefits, or even your eligibility for vital support. Overnight, the thing that was supposed to protect you could become the very reason you get less help. So here's the burning question. What exactly do these new housing regulations mean? Could they determine whether your home is counted in pension assessments? Could they reshape how benefits are calculated for homeowners? Or could they instead open up more opportunities for renters and downsizers, making the system fairer? These are not small tweaks. These are huge questions, and the answers could impact millions of households across Britain. Because when the DWP makes a move like this, it's never minor. We're talking about real-life consequences that affect everyday people. We're talking about council tax, inheritance, housing benefits, and most importantly, the long-term financial security of Britain's elderly population. And that's why this story is sparking such intense debate. Because these rules aren't just government jargon. They're about the roof over your head. They're about the peace of mind you feel when you know you can live out your later years in the home you built, without worrying that shifting regulations will suddenly turn your sanctuary into a financial liability. Let's get real for a moment. For many pensioners, their home isn't just a financial asset. It's identity. It's memory. It's sacrifice. It's proof of decades of hard work. This is the home where you planted the garden, raised the kids, celebrated birthdays and anniversaries. It's not a number on a spreadsheet. It's your life. And that's exactly why alarm bells are ringing right now. Because if the DWP says your house could now play a bigger role in pension and benefit calculations, the question becomes, are pensioners being supported or are they being penalized for a lifetime of saving? But here's the twist. Not every retiree will lose out under these rules. In fact, some could gain. For renters, and let's not forget, millions of older people in the UK rent their homes, these new regulations could actually bring relief. Rising rents have been crushing pensioners who don't own property, forcing many into impossible choices between heating, food, and housing. If the DWP's new rules tilt things in their favor, this could be a lifeline. So, who are the winners and who are the losers? Let me paint two pictures. First, Margaret. She's 74, widowed, and lives in the modest terrace she shared with her husband for decades. She's house-rich, but cash-poor. Every month, her pension just about covers her bills. But if her home's equity is suddenly factored into her benefits, she could lose vital support. To her, that house isn't wealth, it's her anchor. But the DWP could soon see it differently. Now, let's look at David. He's 68, a lifelong renter, and his rent has gone up twice in 3 years. He's terrified he won't be able to afford his next lease. If the new rules give him extra help, that could mean stability at last. For David, this isn't just policy, it's survival. And this is why emotions are running so high. Because we're not just talking numbers and policy documents here. We're talking about dignity, security, and the fundamental promise that after a lifetime of work, you should have the right to feel safe in your own home. So why now? Why is the government making this move in 2025? Experts say it comes down to two big forces: Britain's aging population and the housing crisis. More people are living longer. More are drawing pensions. And at the same time, house prices and rents are soaring, while affordable homes remain in short supply. Put all of this together, and the government is trying to find solutions. But as history has shown, DWP solutions can bring unexpected ripple effects. Just think back to the rollout of universal credit. It sounded simple on paper, but in practice, it upended the lives of millions of families. The same risk exists here. What's written in Whitehall may look neat in theory, but in practice, it could mean pensioners across Wolverhampton, Cardiff, Manchester, Belfast, Glasgow, and beyond are suddenly forced to rethink their futures. And there's a deeper layer here too: inheritance. Many pensioners worry not just about their own security, but about leaving something for their children and grandchildren. They want to pass down a legacy, even if it's just a modest home. But if regulations push them to sell or drain equity to qualify for support, the fear is there may be nothing left to leave behind. Politically, this is dynamite. Pensioners vote, and they vote in large numbers. Every party knows this. That means the way these housing regulations are received could directly shape the next election. Will there be outrage, relief, or confusion? All three are possible. And then there's the uncertainty factor. Right now, many pensioners are lying awake at night, not because they know exactly what's coming, but because they don't. The ambiguity itself is stressful. Being told big changes are on the way without clarity gnaws at people. That's why conversations like this are so vital, so pensioners and families at least know what questions to ask, what signs to watch for, and how to prepare. And here's the reality: not every pensioner has the time, health, or support network to navigate the DWP's red tape. Filling out forms, making phone calls, logging onto portals, it can be overwhelming. When new rules come in, the most vulnerable risk being left behind. And that's unacceptable. So, where does this leave us tonight? It leaves us at a crossroads. The DWP has made its move. New housing regulations are here, and the consequences will soon be felt in living rooms across Britain. And while the fine print is still emerging, one thing is undeniable: this isn't just about houses. It's about dignity, security, and the simple human right to feel safe in the home you've built. And that's why this story matters, because the decisions made in offices in Whitehall don't stay in Whitehall. They land in the kitchens of pensioners stretching every tin of soup. They land in the bedrooms of seniors, lying awake, wondering if they'll be forced to move. They land in the hands of families, trying to help their parents navigate a maze of rules. Thank you for watching Pensioners Power. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with others. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll see you in the next video with more insights on the issues that affect the UK. Take care, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all the latest updates.